Hello, welcome to another Aries Point Project video. My name is Aaron, and today is the 15th of June, 2021. Moon's in the last decan of Leo right now. And while I'm in this state of mind, I decided to do a video. I have a lot of fixed energy. And the moon just went over my natal Saturn yesterday. And Pallas Athena today. One of my favorite energies. So I decided I would speak on this since I've got a Saturn opposition going on right now. And the Leo energy is kind of prominent in the world around us at this moment as we head into the age of Aquarius. The polarity is always in play, of course. It's a beautiful place here. This is the park by my old house again. So I have a Saturn-Uranus square on the angles in my natal chart with Uranus on the ascendant. And we've got a mirror of that going on right now. Kind of a reverse of that effect. So the energies are flowing. And as we know, Leo being the sign of the creative spirit, the ego, if you will, and that truth within us, I kind of been reflecting upon my experiences in life, having Saturn on the MC. You know, I've been challenged often to not necessarily prove the spirit, but I guess to cultivate and hone it, so to speak. And knowledge is kind of an interesting thing. You know, you can go to school, you can read all the books you want, or if you're a student of life, you just kind of pick up on these various modalities. And for me, the mythology has spoken to me a lot deeper since studying astrology. And there's one myth in particular that's very prominent in my life. And it just so happens to be the myth of Phaeton. And Phaeton is it's a story, a myth about a boy. And his father is Helios, a god, otherwise known as Apollo. And his mother is Clymene, a sea nymph. And Phaeton, he probably senses he's a little different. I'm sure his mother tells him that he's the son of a god. And some kids, you know, they get wind of this and they decide to challenge him on that. After all, when you claim to be the son of a god, you know, people want proof of that. And in life, you know, we've all got that spirit within us. Something we feel within, a truth, sometimes unspoken. And we carry that, and some people see that fire, that flame, and they want to put it out because they don't understand it or they themselves can't hold that. And I've understood that when I see it in others sometimes. Leela's going nuts. And so this Phaeton energy, it's about, in a way, it's about false pride. Hello. But it is also about learning, cultivating the sense of self. And in Phaeton's case, in a lot of our cases, you know, we have a sense of who we are, and we're challenged, we're asked, we're questioned on that. And a lot of times without the question or the challenge, we don't cultivate that spirit. So challenge is always good. It's what gives you the gnosis, the wisdom, you know. And so Phaeton, he speaks with his mom and he's upset. You know, he wants proof that he is the son of Helios. Maybe he's questioning himself. And he pleads with her, and she tells him where he can find his father, Helios. And so he sets off and he finds his father in the palace. And he's got all these other gods with him. And Phaeton, you know, he's probably kind of mystified, but also, also a little bit shocked and odd himself. And he pleads with his father to give him proof, you know, and he makes a passionate plea, and he explains the trials and tribulations he's gone through, and his father is moved by the passion of his son, and he confirms, yes, you are in fact my son, and I will give you anything you desire, anything you want. And so Phaeton's thinking, and he knows that his father carries the sun across the sky every day. And so he challenges his father's devotion. And so he asks if he can fly the chariot of fire, the chariot of the sun. And Helios knows that a mortal can't handle it. No demigod can handle it. No god, in fact. Zeus can't handle it. Only Helios. He's been specifically chosen for that task. So he tries to talk his son out of it, but Phaeton won't have it. He wants proof. He wants to show these naysayers, and he wants to fly over the neighborhood with that chariot and show them just who he is. So Helios, he must abide by the rules of the oath. As a god, he has to keep his promise, keep his word. And so he hands the reins over to his son. And these are the horses of passion, fire. And so as he hands the reins over, you know, he takes off, and these horses, they can feel it's different. There's no weight. They can't feel the sun. They can't feel the spirit. They can't feel the strength. So they start to panic. And Phaeton's trying to control him, but he's going out of control, and he ends up burning up the villages, farmlands, burning up people, burning up the world, essentially. And Zeus is upset at the destruction of his creation here, so he throws a lightning bolt and sends Phaeton down. And Phaeton falls to his death. into the river Po, or so they say. And this could be one of the stories that attributed to Atlantis. Falling through false ego, false pride. You know, Phaeton gave his life, that was his death for that, trying to prove himself to someone else, to other people. And that happens to a lot of us. We have the contentment and the understanding of ourselves, but sometimes we need to realize what that is through adversity. Through questions, through challenge, so that we truly can embody who it is we are. The spirit we actually know needs form, it needs life. And that's kind of what I've gone through in life, and a lot of people. And we see that in the world around us now. People are trying to prove themselves, and the false pride, the false ego is being lifted up in place of the truth of who they are and the strength of their spirit. And in another instance, that's a lot of the reasons people can't hold the power for themselves, because they're afraid of burning up the world around them, destroying those they care about. And so they hand their power, their torch, their flame over to someone else to hold for them. And then they lift up a symbol in place of that. And they call that virtue. But true virtue, it just is what it is. And each and every one of us, we got that fire in us. It's the spirit. And it's been cultivated through generations and carried by the ancestors and handed down to us. And that spirit is pure potential, and it's within you. And if you can hold it, knowing the power of that possession, and understanding that the power without the perception is chaos, then I think you hold it right. And so that's why Saturn in Leo is kind of an important energy for me. It's the truth of being without the ability to shine for your ego alone. And so that myth is kind of important. Well, I guess that's all I wanted to come on and speak about today. So thanks for watching, and have a good day.